Did Katt Williams lie on Shannon Sharp's show?
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show.
Now, whether you agree with Katt as an individual or not, here's one thing you can't knock the man for. You cannot knock him for standing his ground. Why is that? Why is it that everybody he spoke about had some kind of a outlandish scheme that they did before they went nuclear? Good old Katt Williams is back at it again, man. Look, say what you want about the guy. He don't have a filter, okay? He don't have a respect for nobody. He comes into the game and screws up everything. Everything. He came in with a credit score higher than the white kid that was in that clip with him. He came in hot. He threw every name that was out there to be thrown in the ring. He threw Kevin Hart. He threw Shaq. He threw Cedric, the entertainer. He threw Steve Harvey. He threw Weinstein. He threw every major comedic act out there. Dave Chappelle, everybody you could think of, this man came out, guns blazing, blasting everyone. But there is a few of them we want to really kind of pinpoint as to what he said about them. So everybody knows that he's had beef with a lot of the entertainment, I would say, sector. Okay, so he's been around for a while, and he kept telling people that I've never sold my soul. They've been wanting me to sell my soul. I'm never going to sell my soul. And we've kind of covered that he did indeed stand by his word. Never saw him in a dress. They said that he was crazy. You saw episodes where he got beat up. All of this happened as a part of this humiliation thing that he went through. He's building his own brand without the help of Hollywood, without the help of having to, give up the goods. He's doing it on his own. Now, whether you agree with Katt as an individual or not, here's one thing you can't knock the man for. You cannot knock him for standing his ground. Where everybody else is wishy-washy, floating in and out, doing this deal, getting naked here, taking this particular piece of the body part in them, bending over, standing straight, selling their soul, selling their kids, killing somebody. He did not do any of that. And he has been branded as crazy. What he has everybody doing, though, is this. Everybody seems to feel the need to explain what they were doing when he talked about the things they were doing. Everybody's coming out. He made everybody now be the most explicit explainer out there. Cedric, the entertainer, came to cover his behind. Kevin is the only one that didn't address it fully. So we'll talk about that real quick. You see, Kevin came out and Kevin said, well, he just has a lot of anger and he's jealous. That's why. But Kevin, you didn't address the issue that he talked about. He mentioned that you gave up something for the fame you got and you never had a sold out show. You ain't never been that funny. And I can agree. You ain't never. So how come you didn't address that and you just say that he's jealous? Did he lie, though, is my question. You won't say that because probably he didn't lie. Cedric said the same thing. All of them that come out talking about what Katt said, they never said he lied. They all seem to just say he jealous, he crazy, he mad, people don't like him, he just looking for attention. That's all they seem to say, but they never say the man lying. Why is that? Why is it that everybody he spoke about had some kind of a outlandish scheme that they did before they went nuclear? Kevin Hart especially never really had anything to talk about, but he was one of the few that just popped into the scene, had shows, had movies just laid out before him. Katt pointed out something today. He didn't really have a sold-out show. He's never had one, never had a real sold-out show. I don't know how true that is.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show.
So is Katt Williams going to be the other catalyst to bring this whole thing down? So between Katt and between Judge Joe Brown and this Epstein list, do you think this is the end of Hollywood? I mean, I'm wishfully thinking, of course. I wish it would. That'd be great. But I don't think it is. But I can commend Katt for standing up. He's not talking behind nobody's back. He's not doing secretive, and he's dropping names. This is what we keep talking about on Too Strong. There are all kinds of people in the world that will come out and tell you Well, I heard that this individual did something. And who? Well, I'm not at liberty to say who it is. It's just an individual. So how do you get? Well, I can't say nothing. I'm under an NDA. Katt, don't do that. Katt, come on, and we'll drop every name, right off the top. And you can brand him as crazy. You can brand him as being off color, whatever you want. But please show me where the lie is. That's what we want to know. Did Katt Williams lie on Shannon Sharp's show? From what we've been able to ascertain on the individuals that he talked about, he wasn't lying. He talked about Shaq. We're going to get into him in a different time, but trust and believe me, when you see, you're going to know that that man was not lying either. Everything came out. Talked about nuclear war. He talked about how America has their setup. He talked about everybody. So, Katt, I got a proposal for you, man. Just hear me out. Please just hear me out. I know that your worth and your time is up there in the stratosphere, and a small, little, insignificant channel like ours may not stand the time of day. But, brother, if you would oblige us your ear, and if we could lend ours, man, it would be amazing. We would love to talk to you. Because what you're talking about is stuff that we've been covering for a long time. And we've never really had someone on the inside verify out loud for us and on behalf of us the same things we've been talking about. But you doing it. You saying all the stuff that we've been saying for a long time that's been happening. You've been verifying that. And we would love to talk to you because we got questions ain't nobody else got. Trust and believe me, Katt, when we ask questions of you, you would have never heard these questions before because ain't nobody else think like us. We can brag about that. Ain't nobody else out there on any platform thinks like Too Strong. So for all of you haters out there and that don't like Katt, the man's saying what he's got to say. For all of you that's trying to hide your dirty laundry, a little too late. For all of you trying to hide in the shadows, Katt won't stop. And for the rest of y'all, there's Too Strong. So if you're a roach, the lights are on. So you better start running.